Hey, how's it going? We are continuing a series where we're taking a look at different companies, organizations within Europe, and what kind of financial support there is available for different businesses. Uh, for now, I thought it just because we came across European Institution of Innovation and Technology, and they have a lot of opportunities available. I thought it might be important for others to take a look at some of those opportunities. Perhaps if something that you're looking financial support with, there are a lot of opportunities there that not necessarily a lot of people might know of. Let's take five. Let's take a look at five different opportunities within this video. Let's start with EIT Urban Mobility Open Call for applications for student entrepreneurs grant scheme. So there's a potential financial support available. Let's try to understand a little bit more about this particular opportunity. The Student Entrepreneur Grant Scheme is now a program of EIT Urban Mobility supports students, recent graduates working on innovative projects or ideas. So if you have an idea and you're looking for financial support, that might be something that you yourself might be interested in. The program is designed to empower students with the financial resources they need to work on developing their projects or ideas. By providing small financial grants, we aim to help students to overcome the first significant barrier in turning their ideas into reality. The program is aimed to nurturing the entrepreneurial spirit and fostering a culture of innovation among the students. Main features of the call. Let's take a look at those. This financial guarantee is to enable students, recent graduates, in developing their projects ideas into new startup ventures. If successful, this could be a startup supported by EIT Urban Mobility, making them eligible to apply for other programs of EIT Urban Mobility. So there's different phases, right? So perhaps idea phase will take a look at where you would need to begin, how you would need to understand the process within itself, and where to start, right? When we're taking a look at technology readiness levels, we're perhaps taking a look at the idea phase and how we're going to progress into prototyping and the release of mass or introduction to the market of whatever idea you might have, right? Because it can potentially be very hard, right, to do. There's some numbers. Let's touch on those. The grants only available for students who are currently enrolled in or recently graduated from any of EIT labeled programs under EIT Urban Mobility. The maximum grants available per project idea is 6,000 euros, which will be awarded to students as to subject to a condition of described in the call manual. The maximum available funds for the student entrepreneurs grant schemes per year is up to approximately 30,000 euros. So there's some dates available. It's currently live, so there's some opportunities available out there for people who might have some ideas and they're looking for financial support. Will open on 25th of May. Cutoff dates for the year would be 2023. First cutoff date would be 25th of July 2023 at 5 p.m. If anything, there's a number of opportunities available, right? So this particular initiative looking at address urban mobility and how many different initiatives can be looking to address this particular initiative. The subject within itself is very broad. Myself, I would classify the subject in, but not necessarily that's how I understand it, right? But not necessarily that's the way how others could take this project, right? I'm looking at the last mile and how one of the most expensive areas for when you thinking about moving from point A to point B, right? It would be perhaps between cities, right? Well, most of the people who might be able to take a bus, right? So most of the travel might be done by the bus, right? If you're moving from outside the city, places like London, you might end up right in the city center, right? Once you're there, you need to still go to wherever you are going, so that way there's something that can be classified as the last mile, right? Most of the people is find this particular distance. It might be the shortest distance, but it might be the most expensive one. So some of those calls up there are looking to address the most expensive part of the journey that can be very costly, right? So this is can be classified in that particular way. And how you can address that, they have classified in 9 different challenge areas. Uh, some of those areas can be active mobility, intermobility, mobility infrastructure, mobility for all, sustainable city logistics, creating public realm, future mobility, mobility and energy, pollution and reduction. So your project that you would need to write down need to fit between one of those, right? Because for someone who haven't done any project management, I guess it might be very complex. We're talking with students, but I don't know. It might be interesting exercise to do if it's not something that you have done in the past. Myself, I'm constantly studying new subjects. Right. I recently finished my qualifications. I don't know if I would be filling in this kind of project plan, but I'm constantly studying. I'm looking to improve my skills and knowledge all the time. But I don't know if I will fit. But perhaps you're looking to engage with slightly different audience. But either way, it perhaps worth bringing more people's attention to some of those subjects. And if it's something that you yourself might be interested in, I would highly recommend to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Myself, if you are interested in finding out more about different areas, including about the business, in particular, I would classify it in everything that you would need to know in 3 different areas. That would be doing research and trying to understand as much as you can about different areas, different expertise that you yourself be required or you need to understand before venturing into different business ventures, right? So that would be the first one. Next one would be taking action and actually starting your business, setting up your company and running your company, as well as the third area that would be once you have a lot of access to different resources, how you can allocate your resources, invest in different ventures as well, perhaps supporting different projects. You can find all of that information and more in the QR code in the corner or a link below that will lead to this book. I have put so much work into writing this book. I'm looking to share this book with as many people as possibly can. Sometimes groups of students, I don't know, they would bring a new type of thinking to the mix, as well as some of the students might be able to understand some of those areas slightly different, I guess. Myself, I would be looking at it purely from a business perspective. Perhaps some of the people might focus on, on the different ways how we can solve this problem, which is kind of interesting thing. There's so many different projects that I myself see in the city center. Sometimes there would be bikes, there would be I don't know scooters, there would be all kind of things of new inventions, technologies, skateboards, all kind of things. How they will look to solve this problem. For people out there who are interested in or having great ideas, I would highly recommend to taking a look at this challenge. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.